Incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
This is brought in at the 21. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Bears take over. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And a look here at their go-to guy under center. They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Back to Montgomery on second down. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. Well, this defense for the Falcons, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense.
Into a sea of defenders and he lost the football. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes back. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. DK Metcalf, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bears on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
On second down, it's Sermon. Uses the stiff arm. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
Let's go, baby.
The numbers for Sermon in last week's game: 17 carries, 80 yards, and a touchdown.
Are we playing old school football now? We got the top 10 rusher in the league. He's sitting at number 10, but he has a chance to move up with a big-time game. So expect that offensive line. Every time they go to the bench, you tell the offensive coordinator, let's run the football.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Yannick Ngakoue. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He completes this to Russell Gage. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Looking to throw. Howard. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. No problem there on the extra point. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call. Now, this is going to put them back with a not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. These two teams all tied after one. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Beck. And he'll look downfield for Waller. It got his man complete. And he is finally out of bounds across midfield at the 40-yard line. A huge play there for Chicago. On first down, Beck. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. 2nd and 10. Now Montgomery, he's got it on the draw. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
He stiff-arms him. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. David Montgomery, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it was David Montgomery's touchdown run that polished it all off. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This fielded right at the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but bottom line, his team's losing. They got to fix something.
And it starts with him. He has to keep that little quarterback strut going right now to make sure that his team sees him as confident. Continue to try and up his game, but just let him know, hey, if I'm around, if I'm the one calling signals and throwing the football, just follow me, we'll get there. Sometimes that will do more to elevate a team than anything else.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. It's Khalil Mack that time, shooting in there to get him to the ground. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. From the gun, Howard. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. So they go with the empty set, and that's the risk you run right there. Nobody was there to protect.
Well, you know how most offenses have audibles, and they've changed plays when they see certain sets. A lot of defenses do the exact same thing. You go to an empty back set, they bring pressure. And boy, did it pay off in this case.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off play action. Beck. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now. 1st and 10. Flush to his right. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Beck looking for the end zone. And, oh, that would get a wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. Third down coming up. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Operating from the gun. Beck. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
So when you factor in the safety, this now a 5-point swing.
And look, I'm not going to turn away a 5-point swing because 5 points, that's valuable. Don't get me wrong on this. But if they could have taken that safety and added 7 to it, now you're talking about a really big swing.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now left side on the swing pass. It's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Clock running, and the Falcons moving with a sense of urgency. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Sermon, they'll try the left side with it. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll be the call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. And it's fielded at the 34. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, Beck. Going to let one fly for Robinson. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Looking to throw. Beck. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And the Falcons are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And bulldozing through multiple tackles. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. So we come upon halftime here at Soldier Field with the Bears out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. Fielded just outside the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So here are the Bears to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Beck. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. And now they're in the hurry-up. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And it would appear he's going to be short of a first down as he stopped right around the 29. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
But this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swooped.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. Boy, sitting on a 2 from down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Howard. This is caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Sermon diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. Touchdown. So remember now, this was all set up by the stop defensively on 4th down. That's what got him this great field position. And then 2 plays later, they're already in the end zone.
Yeah, partner, funny how it works like that, huh? That's a momentum swing amusement park style. Your defense comes off the field, bouncing, grooving, they're fired up, and it carries over to the other side of the ball.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the 3rd quarter. A give to Montgomery out of the gun. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Russell. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Back to Montgomery on 2nd down. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. Back to throw. Beck. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. DK Metcalf with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Bears will extend their lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Atlanta regains possession of the football. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Deron Payne able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
You definitely would like to have hit on that one because now you got a 3rd and long showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. It's a big play there for Atlanta. We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there. Back to throw now on 1st down. He's got Gore. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. Now a handoff. Sermon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. But they run once more with Sermon. And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10. 52 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Looking to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Khalil Mack picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. 1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. On the handoff, Sermon. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun, Howard. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets 1st downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those 1st downs, keep possession of the football.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he will have the Bears 1st down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
To throw on 2nd down. Beck flushed out right. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
They'll run for it with Montgomery. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Bears are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. They'll try and throw for it. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Popular down near the goal line, quick slant. Nice job there to get in, knock it away.
It was. And one of the other things you're concerned about when you throw that route is to make sure your offensive linemen use their leverage to get the hands of the defensive front down so you can throw it through that little bit of crowd and get it to the receiver. In this event, they did, but a nice play by the defender knocking it away.
So all eyes on the Falcons. Down by 11, and time, a huge factor. Their perfect start to the season in serious peril as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. Clock running, and the Falcons moving with a sense of urgency. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Derwin James with a pick, and he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety, and you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety.
And shutting him off, now open field. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Now it looks like he'll throw here. That's complete to Robinson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. Off the play fake. Back. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off inside the 10. And the Falcons are right back in this football game. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet and make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him.
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Trying to get away, but could not. Howard to throw on 2nd down. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. To throw is Howard. Throwing on 3rd and long. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's brought down, and they took a big shot there. It pays off. A solid gain downfield. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Howard. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is caught. So it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful.
Let's go.
And with it, they're back within a field goal. So a crucial 2-point conversion there, but that's just part 1 of this 2-part story that they need to happen here.
Yeah, they do need to do a few other things, don't they? They got the 2, as you noted. Now they've got to make sure they get the onside kick and hope to get into field goal range and maybe have one last miracle left.
Yeah, I guess you're right. It's more than a 2-part story. It's a 3- or 4-part story. The win for the Bears just around the corner. They go down to a knee. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears, and they were really helped by their defense forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one